Oh, hey gang. How's it going? How's things? It's me, Helen, coming at you live with another community stream. Because it seems like you've got lots of scuffed pandas that you just want to throw at community streams. So, yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. So I see we've got Wizrob the Panda in chat. We've got Michael. He's already signed up for today's game. We got Caleb with the Coda Wizrobe. We got Jamie. We got... Maybe we don't have Ollie. We got Jen. We got everyone. Hey, gang. Jeez, my viewers just updated. Yeah, okay. Thanks. Thanks for coming along, gang. So, it's going to be a two-part stream. We got an hour of FTL, which is the mystery box game. And then we got an hour of Lego building. And I think I missed Eskil. Eskil's here as well, with some Helen Poggers in chat. So, we did this once before. And, I think you're going to enjoy it. It went down well last time. So, swoosh. We are going to play FTL. If you don't know what this is, it's like a party management sci-fi game. we control a ship. So as part of the community, you can use your channel points to roll up as a crew member, and we'll put your names on these unlikely crewmates, and we'll see how long people survive. The other unique rule that I've written down in the lower left, this game has a feature where you can pause the game to reorganize people. We're not using that. Stuff goes wrong. It's a wild ride. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. So we're gonna start up with the USD Helen. I'll be the ship because I'm gonna take you all on a wild ride, and it's not gonna go very well. And people rolling up. Who have we got? We got Michael with "Put me in, coach." So Michael, we're gonna give you purple hair, and from previous experience, you like flying the ship, if I remember rightly. So Michael's in the crew. We got Caleb. Caleb, you can be... Alright, we only have humans. We don't have any peeps. We don't have any non-humans here. We got Caleb. Where do you want to go in the ship? Wizrobe died so many times. Last time we did this. And then we got Wizrobe. Let me add him. Okay. You can be brown shirt. Do we have any other? Do we have red? Yeah, Wiz is a red shirt. He dies a lot. Wizrobe. We can get additional crew members, so keep signing up and we'll get you in there should we find additional crew. A flight with me will be a short one, so strap on, land. Oh, there's so many of you rolling into the crew. Damn. Well, you'll all get a chance to die on the USS Helen, I tell you now. USD. The other thing, FTL came out, great game, but there was a huge community mod called Captain's Edition. We're playing with that, so there's lots of additional weapons, additional encounters, lots of other options that you'll see. If you played FTL and you haven't seen Captain's Edition, it's pretty fun. So let's get going. You carry the data. Great start, right? The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on, but get to the exit before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch us. Tip: AI crew, holographic crew members are not as tough. There's holographic crew in this game? Okay. From my experience, if we can produce something and get some extra fuel. Fuel is super important. So, Michael, you're flying this mess. We've got engines. I see people are asking about roles. Caleb, we have engines, weapons, and shields. Wizrobe Depender wants to be on guns. That's currently where he is. So, Caleb, do you want to be on engines or do you want to be on shields? You command the security cameras. It's not going to do much right now. So, it's all up to you. The stations you're on get a little bonus. Shield or engine, man. Okay, we'll leave you on engines then for the moment. And I need to remember what the shortcuts are for this. J is jump, right. So this is where we get to move on to the next sector. And all of these little spots along the way are going to be barrels of fun, I have no doubt. So we're going to take a long way around and see how it goes. And we're straight into combat. Also, me, Wiz, and Michael, this is staffed by the greatest minds in space history. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and say that your crew are probably gonna want to shoot everyone they encounter, right? I get the impression that there's probably not any room for negotiation with this trigger-happy crew, but maybe you'll correct me. This enemy seems to be equipped with a combat augment. Strong radiation is beamed to your ship. Your opponent is using dirty weapons. You gonna let them surrender? You're just gonna shoot them. You're probably gonna shoot them. And remember to stay hydrated, everyone. And if no one writes anything, I'm just gonna run with this. So we're playing in real time. We can set the weapons to auto fire, and we can target locations. So they currently don't have any shields, and we'll launch rockets at their weapons. Anarchy, Captain Wiz. They have. You're letting Wizrobe call out when to shoot. Big Mike is the yeah, I guess pilot captain. Yeah. No longer shall these pirates terrorize the people of this sector. Your final volley confirms their demise. You pick what looks useful from the debris before moving on. And we'll jump. So, we can go around that way. Should be fine. Captain Big Mike. Another rebel checkpoint is monitoring this location. Lists. And my mic cut out. Cool. The rebels haven't noticed you yet. You want to fend for yourselves, attack and escape? You want to bribe the rebels? Or fly behind a moon and stay hidden? What do you say, chat? Based on... I'm going to make an educated choice. Let's go buy alcohol first. Death and destruction. Okay. Maybe when you get additional crewmates, some balanced perspectives might come in here. Red lights flicker on your console. The enemy is rated threat level 3. Yeah, it's not gonna stop this unlikely crew. Okay, so they are currently hacking your oxygen, so people are gonna start suffocating, which means we need to shoot out their drone control. Let's get the oxygen back up. And we got auto fire in place. Wait, what? I inadvertently started removing their oxygen, so I guess that's good, right? We'll, no. We'll keep rockets aimed at their drone. You get a frantic message. Take everything we have, just don't kill us. What do we say, chat? Gord English, Helen SD. We got enough FTL. Destroy them. We will not accept surrender. And they're out of here. Smork time. Loktar Ogar. One more rebel ship bites the dust from your efforts. You salvage what you can and prepare for the next battle. So let's get going. Oh, we're in an ion storm. It's worrying that the rebels have penetrated so deep into uncharted space. Suck suck. Even if it is only an unmanned craft, it arms its weapons. You should do the same. We don't even get a choice here, okay? And they have disabled your weapons. Well, that's good. That's real good. Get to work, Wizrobe. You need to keep these guns moving. Ah, shit. That's pretty rude. It's a next level strat. Now, because it's a drone, they don't have crew members, which means they can't really repair stuff. But they might have a nanobot system that might repair things for them. One more of the masses of automated rebels is shut down. Its corpse scattering useful scrap across materials before you recover arms. Okay. So far, so good. Wizrope hasn't died to aliens, space plague, a rogue missile. You know, a lot of... It's refreshing. It's definitely refreshing. The crew have survived 3 encounters? An unidentified ship is badly damaged and still being assaulted by a space pirate. The victim begins a distress message until the pirate cuts in and offers to split the bounty if you sit tight. Keep an eye out for our rockets running kinda low. Yeah, we are. Good call, Captain Mike. Wizrope, I have a good feeling about this. Really? I'm gonna assume that you want to try to be a hero and attack the pirates. And yes, we'll use our rockets sparingly. The pirate ship's... The pirate ship stops its pursuit and locks weapons onto your ship. Bribe. Ah, shit, Caleb. Right. Shields out. And we'll rocket their weapons to buy time. And then we'll focus fire on the shields. Fine. Our previous offer was not generous enough. Let's improve it. Accept a more generous bribe? 5 fuel, 1 drone, 11 scrap. We don't take bribes, Private Caleb. We live on blood and oxygen on the ship. The pirate ship. Reject their offer. Couldn't agree more. Oh shit. Captain Michael, who got stunned there by a bomb. The pirate explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. You go to examine the ship you just saved. You were too late. A hull breach deprived the crew of oxygen during the fight with the pirate. You salvage what you can. Okay, how's our ship looking? Oh, okay. So the control subsystem has currently been EMP, ion blast. So it's inoperable. But we're back online, and we're gonna go to a store, and maybe we can buy some new crew members. Steering's flashing blue. I'm not touching that shit. You find yourself surrounded by a group of mysterious alien vessels. They hail you and apparently have some cargo and valuable technology for sale. You consider dealing with the trader. This might take some time. So we could buy a shipment of consumer goods. So this is something that was added in Captain's Edition. They added like cargo items, which don't do anything when you bring them onto the ship, but you can use them to barter with in future encounters. But they take up an augment slot, and you only have 3 of those. So, yeah. I think, from my memory, rations is pretty good. So we'll go with the rations, because we got a lot of scrap. To seal the deal, you give fake... To seal the deal, you have to give detailed explanations on your trade license and your fake ship registration. Everything is double checked. Why is this taking so long? Then the cargo is finally loaded. Slowly. At least you get a chance to look at the ship's gear they also offer. Go for it, AI Helen. Did they make it more like Galaxy Truckers? A little bit. A little bit. There's no crew. We got no crew. But we should buy... So we're going to need to upgrade the ship. That's something that we do need to do. This is a lot of monies. It's probably not the best idea right now. But heavy lasers, pretty damaging. Lasers. Alternatively, we could buy a drone. We could buy a drone. Counterpoint is, it's a big laser. Anti-combat drone, that would destroy... sluggish drone that can disable multiple enemy combat drones with ion blasts. Thinking Space Oregon Trail. I die of space dysentery. Okay. Okay. Repair arm is going to be a good upgrade. We'll grab one of those. And... we'll save our scrap and upgrade the ship a little bit. More laser, more fun? Ah, that's true. That is true. We'll buy some rockets. And how do we upgrade the ship? There we go. Okay. Okay. We don't have anyone manning shields at the moment. We should upgrade the pilot station. That'll give us a bit more dodge. And let's buy a power bar, which we can then spend on engines to go a little bit faster. Okay. We're going to take a little loop round towards the exit. So, to get as much mileage as we can. More lasers, more fun. I agree. Another unmanned ship patrols this area. You prepare the ship for combat. The ship starts to power up its FTL drive. If it gets away, it will no doubt warn the fleet of your position. Well, you know what that means, gang. It's got no shields, so we're gonna go pew pew. Pew pew pew. Captain Wizrobe. First Mate Wizrobe? Because it's Captain Michael. Private Caleb. Okay, their engines are down. So let's get the Gunnerinos. And they're out of here. The ship breaks apart and you feel relief in the knowledge that you will hopefully still be one step ahead of the fleet. We got some stuff. Cool, cool, cool. That's not as clean a route as I intended, so we're going to go towards the exit. Gunner Wizrobe? Gunnery Sergeant? I knew you'd enjoy RPing in chat. You've arrived at the long-range relay. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump into the next sector. You happen upon the remains of a space station. It has been mostly picked clean, but there appears to be a few materials that will aid you in your mission. Cool. Look at that. Everyone made it through the first sector? Who would have thought? Chief Violencer Wizrobe. That is not a good name. So, and Chief Violencer Wizrobe Depanda buys into that title. So do you want to go to the Waste Disposal or the Blessed Moons? We should probably make a rule here that should we always go to the most hostile areas whenever there's a choice. It's got to be the Blessed Moons. I hear they have a beautiful restaurant over there. The long-range relay throws your ship towards the next sector. Yeah, to make more people be able to join. Exactly. The long-range relay throws your ship towards the next sector. Starlight is drawn out into white strings and the ship vibrates under the stress of the acceleration. So using... This is another option. When you move into a new sector, you can choose at what level you use your engine's capacity, and that determines how much of a head start you have going into the next sector before the rebels will start chasing you. And Captain Mike says, gotta go fast, standard engines go. Go, 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 go. Jump speed is maintained with the usual amount of fuel suggested by the Federation handbook. The Rock people are a powerful and proud race. It is not unheard of to have a peaceful journey through their lands, but don't count on it. This is some funky little music. So what do we want to do? Do we want to socialize with our crew, consider some upgrades, or produce something? From my experience, humans just talk about their day, and you don't get any insights from talking with a human crew. It's better once you've got more races on the ship. Considering upgrades, I think uses quite a lot of scrap, which we don't... Well, maybe. Consider some upgrades. Let's give it a go. You order a crew meeting and gather opinions on how to improve the performance of your ship. Some good ideas come up, but whatever you do, refilling the ship will most likely be time-consuming. So we could make an ammo manufacturer that would allow us to make rockets with our own resources. So that could be good. But we can't check the current status of our ship. I think we should probably save our scrap for now, honestly. Oh, we can have a word with a humanoid crew member. Your humanoid crew member just wants to do their duty. Damn it, Gunnery Chief Violencer Wizrobe. Why are you so dedicated to the job? So I reckon we're gonna go this way. We're gonna loop around. Ah, shit. You exit the jump surrounded by dirt and rocks, but before long, a blast is deflected by your shield. But that was no asteroid. Incoming pirates! Continue. So, here we've got an environmental hazard. Meteors will occasionally hit our shields and just screw stuff up. We're gonna launch rockets at their shields, and we're gonna focus some fire on their guns. Your opponent hails, "We will crush you!" Oh, okay. We want to save rockets. Focus fire on the shields. Pew pew pew. Anything for Captain Mike. Check that out, we got loads of stuff. Rockmen rarely go without a fight. But go they do, their ship in pieces. You're free to take what you want. We actually got long-range scanners. That allows us... Oh. It has to replace something. Good job, Helen. Space rations. Jettison them. Burger rations. Okay. So we've got to wait for the ship to recharge. And we're out of there. So this actually allows us to see roughly what will be in the next connecting area, which is pretty cool. So we're just going to fly into the heart of darkness, I reckon. Potential threat? Let's go. There's a ship with pirate markings orbiting the nearby planet. You receive its captain's hail. Anything is possible for the right price. Hire the mercenary to delay the rebels. Hire the mercenary to scout the sector. Fight the ship. Or you have no need for their services. What do you say, crew? What do you say? Now, when there's mercenaries, there's always a chance of recruiting some of them when they die. Or when we destroy the ship. We might actually get a mercenary. So what do we say? I assume it's fight the ship, right? Based on what I've seen so far. Don't want to pay them. So we gotta fight them. I mean, there's an option. Mercenaries are worse than rebels. The only honourable course is to engage the mercenary in battle. Let's go. They've got drone control. So I guess that's our priority. So they don't shut down parts of the ship. Loktar Ogar! And then we'll take out their weapons. The enemy ship appears to be powering up its FTL. It's trying to escape. Have you no honor? We'll launch another rocket. Boop. This is going surprisingly well. Your efforts successfully convict these pirates of their terrible crimes. Their destruction is the punishment. Your payment is their remains. Some savage text here. I'm not gonna lie. Unvisited. Possible ship. Possible ship. Beacon coordinates appear to be very close to a nearby sun. Solar flares are not good. A rock ship is silhouetted against the sun in a supernova. They hail, "Even out here you follow us. We only wish to be left alone." Out of panic or anger, they charge their weapons. And off we go. So the danger of solar flares is that every so often they erupt and parts of the ship will just get set on fire. So we'll have to start managing our ship. Our oxygen locations. What am I doing? Solar flare incoming. You're gonna have to start. Caleb, you need to put out that fire. We're out of rockets. It's not great, but Michael did warn me. The enemy hull is torn apart by a final volley with their They're with the Sandman now. Jeez, that's savage. Wizrobe, you should probably go help in there. Okay, this is not good. I mean, I'm nice and toasty. That is true, Caleb. You probably aren't toasty, okay? Door control is on fire. We're going to remove oxygen from there to try and control it. And then we need to send Caleb to medical. And we want to save positions here. Wait, door control. Ah, shit. Okay, so door control is on fire, which means we now can't close the doors. I did not think this one through. Michael, we're gonna need you to get out of there. We need to close these doors. Caleb, we need you in medical. Caleb, Michael, you need to get in medical. We're gonna close these doors to remove oxygen here. This has gone south real fast. Well, it's a good thing you're... Okay, Caleb. We're gonna need you back in your post. Commissar Bear, maintaining a spaceship must be stressful. It certainly seems to be not ideal. Right, we're gonna close the doors, we're gonna return people to their positions, and we're gonna jump before more of the ship sets on fire. Hey, Commissar Bear, how are you? Jump! Oh, the engines need to be fixed. No! Okay, we can jump. We can get out of here. We'll go to this hazardous location. So the med bay's on fire? We need to deal with that. Okay, gang. Give a man a fire, he's warm for a day. Set a man on fire, he's warm for the rest of his life. That is something, Caleb. That is certainly something. It went so well 5 minutes ago. Jump ASAP. Wizrobe says, damn it. So, from experience, you should go straight into this fight. No prisoners, Michael. Part 69. So what is the choice here? You want to offer surrender? Because the ship's not in a good state. Half the ship is on fire. Nice. Okay, you know the drill. Make your offer. The pirate claims that they will follow the rules. They'll let you go if you transmit a big enough price. But we must fight? Okay, change our minds. The crew reports. Evasion pattern set, sir. Moving in. Moving in with lowest predictability. Okay. No! It was just a troll! Fight! No mercy. Ah, shit. Right. Return to positions. Caleb, you're just gonna have to manage those wounds. In fact, Wizrobe, you go repair medbay, and we will fire. Shields are down. It's okay. No one's handling them anyway. Weapons are taking damage, but we are not using enough power for that to be an issue, because we've got no rockets. So we're going to divert fire to their guns. We do need to fix those shields. This is really bad. Suck it up, landlubber. Okay. Once the shields are repaired, they're back on board. Gonna close the doors, and we're gonna keep pressure on them. Why is the med bay on fire again? It's a great question, Michael. It is a great question. They really don't like us having med bays. That's what I'm noticing here. But it's okay. It's okay. Their ion weapons seem to be out of action. Health and safety is very important on this ship. But now their ion weapons are back online. But if we can keep pressure focused, we only need to get 2 more hull hits. So we'll go for the shields here, just in case. And we did it! Hooray! The rock ship disintegrates, a jump drive burnout, turning its crew to stardust. Health and safety is important for this ship. Space health and safety. Space health and space safety. I think you mean space crewmate. Space regulations ensure we put space in front of space nouns. And we should probably upgrade our shields. Yeah. Let's see if there's a store nearby. There's not a store nearby, so we're gonna do some ship upgrades while we are somewhat secure. We should upgrade the space shields. Exactly. Okay. There we go. We just got level 2 shields now. And we should be good. But we're always going to take the most roundabout route to get back, to get to the exit. You arrive in the sector and are greeted by a science vessel waiting by the beacon. They hail you. We find ourselves low on fuel and have a proposition. Okay, crew, here's a decision for you. Accept the offer of giving them 4 fuel for 3 drone parts, which we don't need. Reject their offer or seize their supplies by force. Let's just reject them for now. Space violence. It sounds like the deciding vote is Chief Violencer Wizrobe. Caleb, we need to get you to medbay. You're injured. That's not good. Three, 2, 1. Space violence. Purge the oh wait, wrong universe. Honestly, with this crew, Commissar Bear, it's the same universe. Space violence it is then. You're about to commit an act of piracy. This might disturb your crew. Go through with this and see how the crew reacts. Change your mind and leave the civilians alone. They are civilians. You say you're a Gucci Wizrobe? X to doubt. Alright. Piracy isn't exactly Federation policy. The crew's okay with it. Chat says the crew's okay with it. But you decide that ends justify the means. Your crew is highly disturbed by this course of action. We might not have a crew after this. The cargo ship is trying to escape. Not on Wizrobe the Panda's watch, it ain't. Rockets at their engines, and we'll focus fire on their weapons. Shields are taking a hit. Okay, Caleb, we're gonna send you over to deal with the shields, get them back online. Shoot their engines, kill their oxygen. A minute ago you wanted to reject. Captain Michael, you changed your tune so fast. Gonna need to focus on their engines, because otherwise they might escape. This feels bad. No witnesses. But the thing is, if we have witnesses, we can potentially recruit them. And we do want more crew. My crew convinced me. I now support space violence. I swear, if Michael is the one that leaves due to, like, not disapproving, it's gonna be so good. Caleb, we need you in medbay. And then you can return to your position. Jeez, Michael is taking some hits up here in the cabin. They're resisting damage. They're tanking it. They're tanking it pretty good. But you got him. You killed him. The ship explodes, leaving just a substantial collection of useful scrap material. You just committed an act of piracy. This might disturb your crew. Let's see how the crew reacts. It's getting pretty spicy in here. You will use the scrap for good, but can't help feeling you just lost your way. Crew morale is as low as it can get. Scans indicate some of the ship's cargo is still intact. You order a sweep. The ship was carrying a cargo of solar panels. Someone will have use for these. What do solar panels do? Provide a reliable way to generate power and therefore are used on space stations and planetary settlements alike. Uncommon trade goods, so they don't give us any direct bonus. Well, I guess that's getting jettisoned into the cold void of space. And return to your position. Michael, get to medbay. Caleb, you need to go to medbay as well. And everything is a-okay. Morale is low, but chat seems good. The crew are still here. We need a bigger ship, it seems. We don't have enough room for booty. That is true. I don't know if some of the other races have more augment slots. I've only ever had 3 different race ships. On previous accounts, I used to have a DRM free version. So I can't get that data because it's on an old computer. Let's go this way. Unvisited location with high... Oh no. I think the med bay might be on fire in a minute. As soon as you arrive, the ship's computer puts a temperature warning on the vid screen. Hostile teleporter targeting has been detected as well. What? We've been boarded. You hear the telltale sounds of a teleporter and hollow shouts. Prepare to burn, fleshy meat sack aliens. A detonation in the engine room resonates through the entire ship. The rock must have teleport bombs and breaching equipment as well. You order your crew to fend off the boarders and seize their supplies. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Let's get that fire extinguished, and then you 3 are just gonna go into combat. And we'll just see how it goes. This is very space good. Good thing we're right next to the med bay, right? So we'll just heal up, and then we'll run back in. Or they can come into us. That's fine as well, I guess. You lot are tanking it pretty good. Maybe don't fight people in the med bay. That seems like a bad move on the rock people's part, honestly. We're gonna get rid of this fire, and then... Oh my god, seriously? It's not looking great, gang. You should probably get the shields back online. And once all of the fire has gone out, we'll get Caleb back on engines, get those fixed up, and then we'll try and jump as quick as possible. Wizrobe, get back on guns. Michael, put out that fire. Scanners are down. It's not looking good for Michael. Right, I think we can jump. Oh no, the FTL drive has to charge. Shit. Okay, Wizrobe, put out that fire. We'll close up these doors. I don't know where the fire is, so we're just gonna jump. Let's get out of there. Scanners are on fire still. A few freighters pass by, but they refuse all communications. Must not want to sully their reputation by talking with foreigners. So what do we want to do? We should probably recycle some fuel? And maybe put out the fires. There's quite a lot of fires. Not gonna lie. Let's just produce some fuel. And get the ship back up on track. Oh, okay. That's on fire, I guess. This is a really bad idea. Oh, no. Get to medbay. No! Close those doors. Oh, you know what we could do? We could upgrade the doors into blast doors, and then the fire won't spread as much. It's a very responsive play, reactive play. If you put someone in the door room, that does the same thing as well. That is true. The doors do get upgraded. That is very true. Okay, we'll save our scrap. Caleb, get in the door room before it catches fire, please. Don't suffocate in there. Just standing next to a burning room, like, oh, just make sure it doesn't get through these doors. Vent that fire? I think we can probably just put it out at this point. We can tank this. Yeah. Everyone back into medbay. It'll be fine. I hope there's a store nearby. Oxygen is on the rise. Eskil with the Pepe eyes. Okay. There's no store around here. It's really bad. Okay. We got 2 more locations in this sector. See how it goes. Identifying a rock trading post in close vicinity, you signal them so that your approach won't be taken as a threat. A rock merchant hails you. Puny aliens, we shall let you continue on your way, but we will keep a close watch. Charge your FTL now and leave. Is anyone not rude here? Do you want to attack the trade post, or ignore the station and continue on your way? From experience, I assume we're going to attack. I kind of feel like maybe you shouldn't, because that might just force the crew to mutiny. But let's find out. I'm surprised that you survived this long, honestly. Don't want to attack a trade post? I know that you also didn't want to attack a science vessel, but that still happened. But counterpoint. Space guns go pew pew? Caleb makes a compelling argument. Don't attack to keep them guessing where we'll strike next. Ah, Commissar there. Yeah, it's a good strat. I'm sure Sun Tzu said that, right? Caleb would respect that if Sun Tzu said that. I think we'll ignore. I think we'll ignore on this one. You charge up the FTL. Let's go. Another excellent plan. You found an abandoned long-range relay. It's still functioning. You could use it to cover a great distance. A ship refueling station is stationed at this beacon. We can purchase fuel here. We don't need any fuel. Space violence is very space cool. Sun Tzu, the art of space war. You missed a trick there, Caleb. The art of space war, exactly. We don't need fuel. Ignore it. Let's go. This route is more dangerous long term. So that's where the USD Helen will take you. After your ship links up with the long-range relay, it is thrown into hyperspace. You become a tiny high-speed projectile fired into the next sector of your star chart. Standard fuel. The somewhat isolated region was mostly untouched by the rebellion until now. In peacetime, it was a busy agricultural and production zone. The security situation has been deteriorating lately, but you should be able to cross the sector without too much trouble. Wanna bet? Wanna bet, game? I'm sure we can find trouble. No problem. Go this way. The beacon is being patrolled by an unmanned scout. The fight is unavoidable. This enemy seems to be equipped with a combat augment. You detect a jamming signal. Okay, yes. It's got stealth. It has stealth. Now, while an enemy is stealthed, we can't charge our weapons because we have to be like focusing a target to be able to charge the weapons up. But now, Wizrobe has leveled up, so our guns recharge a little bit faster. And that's pretty good. Why is only Wizrobe? Oh, weapons are down. The enemy engines begin to stutter. The AI craft navigated too hard and burned out the stabilizers. And now they're dead. These sentient nuisances just keep on coming. With each one you destroy, there's sure to be many to replace it. You quickly scrap the ship and prepare to jump. We need to get our shields back online. Can you repair those, Michael? Everyone's at full health. Cool, cool, cool. Why hasn't Michael leveled up? I don't know. Weird. I really thought we would get some more crew. A store! Yes! Crew? A trade depot orbits the nearby planet. Multiple merchant ships are docked. Looks like you can strike a bargain here. Too much time repairing, maybe? Could be. Could be. We're not buying anything here. People! Yes! Hooray! We're gonna take... Oh, but they're both humans. We're gonna take a human and a crab. Look at our new crew! So, who was next? We had Jamie and Eskiel up next. So, Jamie, you can be a crab. I can change names, right? We can rename people? Yeah, okay. Celebrimbar? Yes. Okay. We'll go with Celebrim. Celebrim. There you go. Celebrim, you're an alien crab now. Godspeed. And Eskiel, you're a shield maiden now. We'll put Eskiel on shields, and we'll put Celebrim on scanners, doors. Scanners or doors? What do you fancy? Oh, the pilot should level up every time they dodge a shot. Right. So whenever we take shots, you don't get experience for that. We'll put Celebrim Jamie on scanners. Save the stations. We got a motley crew now. Let's go. The ship could really use some more beneficial upgrades, but Ship happens, am I right? You get an automated message from a station right next to the beacon. Greetings, citizen traveler trader. This sector is now under rebel control. Welcome your new supreme overlords by... The station was scanning you while broadcasting and immediately ceases communication upon identifying your ship. The rebels inside must be pretty excited now. And they're teleporting onto the ship. Gonna need you to help there, Jamie. As a crap person, you have bonuses to melee combat. A skill go to medbay. We're gonna need some lasers on holodeck? Transporter? Oh, okay. Fight them. Get them. They do have dangerous weapons. This is like legit gonna be an issue. We might actually need to fire up the rockets once the weapons are repaired. Get into medbay. They ported out. Motley Crue is just a stylized version of Motley Crue. It is, right? Never knew Motley was an actual word. Learned something new today. See? This is why people should tune in to Helen SD. I impart all sorts of wisdom. You have clearly bested us. As we cannot run away, we should probably beg for our lives. Are you happy now? I don't think you get to teleport onto our ship and then surrender. AI Helen. Let's accept their offer. We're pretty beaten up. You don't think we can take them, Michael? Let's see what the crew says. There's 5 of you now. Space murder. I want to survive. We can tank it. As 2 for death. It's 2v1. Simple man, I see space violence, I choose it. I space choose it. Oh, jeez. Okay. At the moment it's 2v1, so... Kill him. 3v1. Will not accept surrender. I think we got this, because they're on the back foot now. So... We got this. Shields shall be splintered. Spears shall be broken. And we got the scanners back on track. Get in there, put those out. The station slowly breaks apart, leaving massive chunks of debris. The space... I can't talk for shit today. The station slowly breaks apart, leaving massive chunks of debris and scrap material. You collect what you can, but the wreckage is so big that more time would be necessary to gather all the usable parts. You run a quick debris drift analysis to see what you could gather. Okay, so we got 3 fuel, drone parts, 42 scrap. We could stay longer to get 2 rockets, another drone, and some more scrap. And I think we should spend more time here. Scrap is really good. They catch up. You slowly circle around the beacon several times and have your crew keep track of all the drifting parts that seem valuable. The stuff you collect isn't bad, but you lost a lot of time and your rebel pursuers will be catching up with you sooner now. Okay, we need to get this under control. Wizrobe, you need to get to medbay. As do you, Caleb. But we got the fire. Fire's almost under control, and we'll get the repair in place. Do we... Do we want to upgrade anything? Like, I'm thinking about upgrading engines, which would give us 15 dodge. Could be good. It's quite cheap. And we definitely need to repair. Also, the good thing about getting more scrap there is because of our repair arm, whenever we get scrap, we repair a little bit. So that helps keep the ship intact somewhat. Yeah, I'm going to upgrade a little bit. And get... Oh, no. You two need to go into medbay as well. Eskil and Celebrim. I actually like the name Celebrim as like an alien crab. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Hang on. Oh, right, because they're providing a energy bar thing. Let's go. There's another store. We could go to the distress beacon and then the store. Although there are so many stores here. No. Let's go to this store and then we'll curve around the bottom. Because we can repair the store. The space station here has a traveling merchant who shows you his wares. Nothing. Okay. We'll just fix everything. Get the ship back on track. And get out of there. We'll go... Yeah, we'll zigzag along the bottom. That'll be fine. Are you feeling a bit more confident now, Michael? Your ship isn't, like, limping through space. You come across a large trade station. However, as soon as you approach, a warning goes out to all ships in the region. Do not associate with the Federation Supervisor. All who oppose the rebels shall be punished. Search among the stores to see if someone will sell to you, or do you leave? Remember to divert a unit of power to engines. Gotta get that dodge. Gotta get that. That is very true. I forgot about that. Thank you, Eski. Maybe you would make a good engines officer. Let's search. You find a single store that responds to your hails. Don't open any wideband channels. We'll sell to you, but we don't want to draw attention to ourselves. More stuff. Okay. So what we could do here. That's worth 22 scrap. We could sell some stuff to buy like a better rocket launcher. Because this one uses... Okay, it's one missile, but it sends 2 shots. Mind control is juicy. Mind control is expensive. So maybe this isn't gonna work out, honestly. And we should keep our rockets just in case. Can't see how much scrap we have. Oh, we have 1. Right, it's under the banner at the top. Yeah, we only have 1. It's not great. Yeah. Where? There you go. Hey, Crunchy Pistachios! Hello, sorry I'm late. Did I miss the Legos? I was making Legos. No, you're fine. This is running a little bit over time. We should probably stop in a minute. But the USD Helen is actually flying well. The crew is alive. Wizrobe actually leveled up. Shit's cray. You arrive at the next beacon, only to be immediately hailed by a small shuttle. Help us! We're being attacked by pirates! Are we gonna aid the civilian ship or stay out of it? We gotta deal with the pirates, right? We gotta deal with the pirates. You power up your weapons and engage the pirate ship. Aid 'em. Okay. Chief Violencer Wizrobe, we're gonna need some rockets aimed at their shields, and we're gonna shoot lasers at their weapons as soon as those rockets connect. There we go. Gonna conserve our rockets and keep pressure on the shields. I think we can afford to split pressure a little bit. We're also gonna divert power to have a little bit more dodge. You remember this maneuver from the academy. Did your opponent at some point receive training from the Federation? They're going down. They're going down. This was easy. Oh, a few of you are playing. You can use your channel points to put yourself forward as a crew member. And then we just RP in chat while and you get to vote on the decisions. But I'm the only one like directly playing. But everyone's together. It's a community thing. Amazing, yeah. Yeah, there's actually a surprise. Everyone put themselves forward. And we only just expanded the crew, so I want to give people a little chance to actually be here. Captain Helen. Well, I'm actually the ship. The USD Helen. I'm the AI that controls the doors, apparently. And charting the route. The pirate ship breaks apart. You hasten to control the civilian ship. Contact the civilian ship. The civilian ship wisely made a fast retreat while you distracted the hostile ship. Oh. Oh, okay. And next week's Helen's Mystery Box has been completed. Ah! Awesome. I love the passion. It's really nice that you enjoy these streams so much that you're just funding more and more of them. It's really humbling. Right. So, let's escape this sector, and I think we're gonna have to save this. Oh, sorry, was I not meant to donate? No, it's fine. It is A-okay. Don't. And there's the Snick one. Snack bonus. How many channel points do you have? Like, seriously, I put challenges up yesterday. You completed them. I'm gonna have to raise the prices. I have to. You have too many scuffed pandas. It's great. You had 16K yesterday? It's not how many channel points we have. It's the friends you made along the way, right? Oh, you're all out of points now. Okay. Helen SD. Oh, yeah. It's that half of us sit in a Discord call and coordinate strikes. By the way, Helen SD now has a Discord server. You can join it with the panels below. You watch this stream too much. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. It's nice. You've reached another long-range beacon. Some sort of battle fleet must have come through here lately. The surrounding guard outposts are unresponsive and show no life signs. Lucky for you, the invaders left the relay intact. You'll have to decide where to go from here. Your sensors have picked up a refugee ship drifting through the system. No doubt one of many fleeing the rebel advance. It doesn't appear to have detected you. Or else it's trying to avoid notice. Pretty sus. Let's hail them, I guess? Beep boop. AI Helen says hail them. Stay hydrated, King. What do we say, crew? I can't believe you completed 4 community challenges in one weekend. It's crazy. They might be sneaky space people. They might be. They might be snacks. The Farina's here? Oh shit. Hey! With some Helen not like this. We're gonna hail them. As you hail the refugee ships, a slug ship jumps into the system. It was hunting the refugee ship for sport, and now they've found you instead. It means you have a good community building if we're all putting in. That is very true. Thank you, Crunchy Pistachios. And hello, the Farina. How are you? We're going into combat, I assume. Okay, Chief Violencer Wizro, we're gonna need a rocket on their drone control. And we're gonna focus some lasers on their shields. And then we'll keep the pressure on the drone control, because that's only gonna be a nuisance. Because they've only got one weapon, which isn't doing anything. The slug ship breaks apart and you salvage what you can. So they were like snakes. They were slugs. The refugee ship claims the slugs have been hounding them since they left their homeworld. As a gesture of goodwill and seeing how effectively you dispatch the enemy ship, they offer up what supplies they can spare. And we can jump to the most dangerous one. However, I think we're gonna have to pause this here and come back to this in the next stream. I could maybe muster an extra stream tomorrow to carry on with this spacefaring adventure. I have full troll... the Farina says, I have full troll hide in Viking game now. I'm sneaky as hell. May have to get on the bandwagon and play Valheim. It's pretty great. It's a pretty great game, not gonna lie. If you're into that kind of thing, of course. But yeah. I honestly, I thought everyone was going to die in the first sector, because that's what happened the last time we played this game. It's the best game ever. With the best friends ever. Oh. So, we're going to save and quit here, and we'll come back to this tomorrow night if people are around, and if that's something you would like to do, chat. But we've had just over an hour of FTL, and everyone hasn't died yet, so good job. It's a really good game, but Helen SD is not enabling our addiction of it. I know. I know, Michael. I know. So, we're going to take a very short break, and we're going to get in with the Lego stream. Okay? So I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I just got to set up the camera and stuff, and then we'll be good to go. And this will be a conventional Lego stream where you got to try and guess what it's going to be. And yeah, I think it'll keep you on your toes for a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see. Be right back in a second. Oh, hey, gang. How's it going? Lego. Apparently this is a thing I'm doing a lot more of now. And that's okay. I love Lego. So let me just update the title. There we go. You need a brick emote. Something I could look at for sure. No complaints about more Lego here. Oh, I need to refund the people who didn't get to join the party today. There's Jen and Ollie. Okay. I guess I could have left the requests there. Something for next time. I'll keep you in mind. If we play some more tomorrow, if that is something that you'd like, gang. So, Lego building. So this is a little unconventional. How did that part get stuck in there? I think you're going to enjoy this. I hope these parts don't go rolling everywhere. No spoilers. So, this is something I should have thought about this, but I know that you like parts everywhere. So, 1 second. Let's quickly go here. I'll just get the last few parts out. Listen to that sound, it's like magic. I agree. So, this is something that I bought a while ago. And I built, and it's pretty cute. And then I don't think I showed it to anyone. So I decided to just unbuild it. And I think you're gonna have quite a lot of fun trying to figure out what this is, to be quite honest. And yeah. Here's looking at you. See what you can come up with, chat. Color scheme makes me think of some Star Wars stuff. Yeah, me too. Okay. The colors, I actually really like the colors. Like this like burgundy, kind of blood reddy red. It's a land speeder. Oh, Wizrobe, you and your land speeders. It's always a land speeder. Everything's a land speeder in your heart. 1 second before me, Wiz. So, like we usually do here, gang, when we're not guessing about what the Legos are, we usually just chat and have a nice time. So, how are you all doing? How's things? Have you had a nice weekend? For the most part? While I filter out these colors. Some light gray. I think that color is called maroon. I always thought the maroon was a bit more blue, but it could be. It very well could be. I'm more than likely wrong. But it's a nice color. It's a really nice color for sure. I didn't think this through entirely. Becoming increasingly aware. Yellow over there. For furniture. Okay, I need to find that piece. There we go. Had a great weekend building furniture, rearranging things, making Lego onto bag 4 of the bookshop. Nice. Leveling characters and WoW, just relaxing. Had a huge migraine hangover when you woke up this morning. I wonder why, Michael. Quite the surprise. Yeah. You had a pretty wild night. It's all good. Baked a really nice sourdough loaf, so you can't complain. Oof. I have an interesting relationship with sourdough. Generally speaking, I really like sourdough. However, while I was living in London, I worked in a bistro cafe, and their thing was sourdough. And I toasted so much sourdough bread and had to slice so many sourdough loaves. I haven't had sourdough for a while. I like it though, and I can imagine that making your own be pretty good. Like, really good. Getting hungry. That's a black piece. There's a dark gray. Want to make sure it looks decent on the camera. Put all of those over there. Is it a funky, colourful bone altar? You keep going on about these darn bone altars. I'm gonna have to like look up some sort of custom build bone altar just to catch you off guard one day. Lego bone altar. I wonder if that's a thing. I know that there were some like lava bone sets last year. I got one for my birthday. It was pretty cool. So I've got like this Lego orc figure that doesn't really fit in my little town setup back there, but it doesn't matter. Anyone's welcome in my little town. It's the whole fun of Lego, right? Okay, so here are all of the pieces. What do we think? Based on color, general distribution. This is the first time I've ever gone on about a bone altar. Is it? Is it? I feel like I'm always having to deal with bone altars. Certainly altars. I guess maybe not bone altars, but we've had altars to Ali. Oh, Ali did it before. Oh, okay, my bad. Do you have a P.O. box address we can send things to, by the way? I have a Lego ideas book I never use and think it would be perfect for this stream. I don't have a P.O. box. But if you want to send it to me, I can give you my address, Sally. But you don't have to. That's okay. You don't have to send me anything. It was me. Okay. Well, let's get this build underway and see what you come up with as the building develops. So we're going to start here. And we're going to add some ball joints. And I'm going to start building up here. So, yeah, sourdough. is pretty good, but I ate a lot of sourdough and I had to cut a lot of sourdough. I'm talking like 5 or 6 loaves a day. I also cut up a lot of avocados, and I kind of got over avocado traumatic stress disorder. So I'm sure I should probably return to sourdough. It's really nice. Sourdough pizzas? That's good stuff. Not gonna lie. So let's put one of these in here. And then one of these here. Flip this over. Ciabattas are lovely. Someday you should build Caleb a hill that he can die on. Yeah, I could probably do that, you know. We're already into our first sub-assembly? Really? That was quick. Did I miss something? No? Okay. One of these. And then... yeah. Some of these. Right. You know when you're looking at something and you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And then it just doesn't. Yeah, that happened. Yikes. Okay. 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 Gotcha. What are we thinking, gang? It's definitely a land speeder, right? Thanks, fun. No problem. Right. Let's get some red pieces in here. Or maroon. Or burgundy? Maroon. I think we went with maroon. Everything's a land speeder if you try hard enough. Exactly. Growing up, I did get the Lego land speeder. I think the very first one from like, gosh, 2001? Yeah. Yeah, I did get some of those. A dragon, maybe? Given the amount of tooth parts? Yeah. Maybe. Maybe it is. It's, follow the instructions, Helen. Come on. You know how to do this. You know how to build Lego. Kind of. Sometimes. Yeah, I might have to, like, dig out the old land speeder and make it one day. Just so we can kill this meme once and for all. Is it a land speeder? Golly gosh darn, it actually is. Who would have thought? A Chinese dragon from the Chinese New Year collection, as she has made a few. Maybe. Oh, you know what I didn't do that I said I would do? I said that I would show you the other part of the Scooby-Doo build. And I actually didn't. So here you go, gang. Here is a spooky tree that chases the mystery machine. And I quite like the zombie here at the top. 3 spooky 5 me. This guy, I really like that he's actually got buttons on the back of his head because it's a mask, right? It's Old Man Withers. Isn't that the new WoW mount? Pretty much. without the computer and the energy crystal. But the zombie's really cool. And yeah, it's cute. I this sticker was a real pain in the butt to do. But I think it turned out well. I think I did a good job. Right. So we get these down, and then we're going to use some of these. Put that there. And then there. We did it! Done. Complete. Finished. But actually, we're going on to the first sub-assembly. And we are going to build up something very small here. I'm going to try and make it visible to you whenever pieces are added, because it's pretty tiny and it's quite hard to tell what's going on, to be quite honest. I do like the way that they layer up these arch pieces to like create a larger body of shape, which is quite nice. But yeah, there's a lot of tiny pieces in this one, for sure. And then we put that down for a moment to line up some more pieces here. So, yeah. Since a lot of you are here at the moment, how would you feel about an extra stream on Mondays? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a dragon. What do you mean? What do you mean, Jamie? I think you might be on something there, Jamie. How do you feel about a stream on Mondays? Monday evenings. It'll be kind of like a late night with Helen SD stream. Potentially. I'm floating the idea in my head. An extra stream on a Monday sounds awesome, but I probably won't be able to watch most. Other half gets me for Monday as I raid on Sunday. You know, sounds like a good idea for the community. Yeah, because I would kind of like to spend a little bit more time on the games we play that aren't on Gabo or Grabo. So that the game that gets played every other week, every other Saturday, because It means we can just kind of work through games a little bit faster and get onto other stuff, which I think is good for everyone. So that would be the content of... Read the instructions, Helen. Yeah, because during Halloween last year, during Spook Month, special Halloween stream month, like we played through Alien Isolation. It's a great series if you're so inclined towards spoopy games. I kind of recommend you check out that series. We had a lot of fun. But I think one of the successful parts of that was being able to play it, because we weren't raiding, we were able to play it on occasion 3 times a week. And that kept the pace up. And it meant that we also got to play Dread Out, and there was something else that we played during Spook Month. What was it? I don't know. It's slipped from my mind. But it was fun. It was definitely fun. And I kind of want to keep that pace up. Like, I'm enjoying Hitman, but I want to do the mastery stuff because I think that's a lot of fun, and I think we had a lot of fun yesterday. But I don't want it to take a bajillion years because we got other stuff. We got other things lined up this year. So we need one of these. And one of those. That game frightens the life out of me. Yeah, it frightened the life out of me a few times as well. If I remember rightly, Michael got some great clips during Alien Isolation of various shenanigans. And yeah, I got spooked quite a few times. It was a lot of fun. There we go. Any ideas? I didn't even play it. I was just watching. What do we think, gang? It's looking a lot like a land speeder, if you ask me. If we do this, and then there we go. Like, kind of sit here, lean forward like a motorbike. It's pretty good. Must have screamed in James's ear about 10 times in 2 hours. Ah! Yeah, I know that feeling. It's just a land speeder. Yeah, okay. Glad we're in agreement. I'm 100% sure that's the land speeder used by the Royal Naboo security forces in Phantom Menace. I mean, who am I to challenge such authority? How jolly well dare I? Sorry, building this off stream. And then we do this. So we've actually got our first repeated build here. Okay, put one of these here, and then we're gonna start doing this. And this is gonna take a while. But at least I can talk doing this rather than the stickers that demanded every ounce of my attention. There we go. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking The claw. Kind of thinking that for the moment, I'm probably going to drop the raid streams and focus on other stuff. Of course, I'm still going to be raiding, but streams might just die down for a little bit. I think they're good at the start of a raid tier, but they can make people feel uncomfortable as well. Maybe they don't want to talk, and that's okay. That's okay. But they didn't necessarily agree to be in the stream. So that's just something I've been thinking about. There we go. Put that on there. And we're going to do this again. Can you tell what it is yet? I mean, some people have already told what it is, but it's all good. It's all good. Boop. And one of these. Boop. And another one of these. Boop. I mean, these are clearly like kyber crystals. Definitely kyber crystals for the energy complex. In the land speeder, obviously. And for the fourth time, if you wanted to stream raids with no voice, you could always play uncopyrighted music over the top. I could. Same here. With the Lego stream, if you do want some background music, there's a link in the panel below to a playlist I put together. Same reason I don't play music during my streams. Like here or anywhere. I know how exploitative the copyright system and music labels are from my own experience in the music industry. So I kind of don't want to risk anything like that. It's not a bad idea though. It's not a bad idea. But I think I'd rather just not worry about streaming raids for the meantime. So, what do we think, gang? You should play your own bangers on stream. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it, Wizro, but it's a whole thing. Wait, you made your own music? Yeah. So, I guess we're having this talk now. Pablo the Brave Butcher. Can you build York Minster in perfect detail, please? That's something I can look at for a future stream. Right now, we're trying to figure out what this is. But I will definitely pencil York Minster in perfect detail. Like a 1-to-1 scale, is that what you're talking about? I'll put it on the list for sure. Helen SD was like the UK version of Marshmallow mixed with Skrillex. Where do you pull this from? Yes, an exact replica. Yay, learning day. Okay. So, I studied music production for 5 years. Um, secret Helen SD lore. Yeah. So I studied music production for 5 years. Before that, I was in a couple of bands. Performed. One of them I was in on keyboards for about. I guess it probably ended up about 2 years. That was during college. That's very typical. Like, oh yeah, we should get together and make a band. And I played keyboards. Then I was in a metal band. And in the metal band, I was on vocals. And it sounds very different to how I sound now. I assure you. And that lasted about a year. And then I started moving towards the HC, the Helen Cinematic Universe. So then I moved from that. I wanted to go back to keyboards and stuff because the band was changing and I didn't really feel comfortable with the stuff that they wanted to like cover and do. I just wasn't that into it, so I kind of moved away from that. So then I decided, you know what? I like music. I'm gonna pursue a career in it. So I went to college to study music technology, and then that became music production. So I spent 2 years learning music broadly, all the digital production stuff, as well as setting up live equipment, which I already had experience with. And then I moved into music production solely. And that was when I moved to London for 4 years. But I was at university for 3 years. You sound so calm and collected now. Having said that, so do I, and I scream heavy metal music. Yeah, exactly, right. It's great. It was a good outlet. It was a lot of fun. But we taught. We did a bunch of gigs. We played a couple of festivals and things. Festivals. It was fun. It was fun while it lasted. Wait a second. Yeah, these angle out, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So when I started writing my own music, I started writing a lot of electronic stuff, kind of cliche, people get their computers and they're like, this can do everything. I don't need people here anymore. It'll only get you so far. It's cool. It has its place. But it's also incredibly cutthroat because I don't know if you noticed, but anyone can like buy a PC and buy the software and make whatever they want. Technology just makes things increasingly more accessible. And that's great. That's really, really cool. But it does make it hard. She toured all over the Isle of Man for over a year. Helen SD went into the synthwave, vaporwave, and spearheaded the UK scene for a while. Shit was cray. Yeah, you have to take everything that Wizrobe the Panda says with a pinch of salt, because well, I think chat already knows that. And yeah, it was it was a learning experience. I moved more towards sound design because I the whole idea behind it was that I wanted to get into the games industry doing game audio and sound design. So when I went to university, the goal was to um, develop that further. That didn't really work out because despite going to university and expressing that this is what I want to do, I want to go into the games industry, I want to develop my knowledge of sound design and orchestration and composition for soundtrack. They're like, yeah, no, we can totally do that. And that wasn't available until year 3. And when you get into year 3, you're kind of somewhat entrenched in the program, and you can't really drop out in the final year, you know? So of course that's when they tell you that, like, oh yeah, I mean, this is like a gateway, so you're kind of aware of game sound and stuff, but like it's not a priority, so this isn't going to get you a job in the games industry or anything. I'm like, really? 'Cause that's not what I was told. But you've probably noticed that I'm a bit of a sucker anyway, so people could tell me that the sky is made of marshmallows, and I'd probably believe it if you told me hard enough. So that was kind of on me. Whatever. I'm a sucker. Life goes on. And yeah, so I came out of it not super happy, but I'd grown some confidence and stuff. Like, I knew what I wanted to do at that point. I am very gullible, so I understand. Oh, Sally. We're like 2 peas in a pod, I suspect. But yeah, so during that time, I wrote a bunch of like electronic music, and I started writing orchestral pieces, more classical pieces, or classical inspired pieces. And that was when I started my podcast, because I was like, if I want to go into like the audio side of things, then I should get some experience with that. And hey, at the same time as writing music and recording audio, I can like shoehorn in some of my own mediocre music in the background so people listen to it, and I can use that to build a portfolio. So that's what I did. And I had a great time with my little podcast. We again, we went to a bunch of events and shared stuff, and that was all really cool. Then, the great betrayal. My podcast was stolen from me. It's a whole thing. We don't need to go into it. We don't need to mobilize the chat or anything. It's happened. I'm over it. But, you know, people change over time. And I lost my podcast. Plot twist. And after losing... Hang on. After losing my podcast, going to university, getting depressed, going to therapy, and coming out of university with fuck all to show for it, I kind of parted ways with music and audio for a while. And at that point, I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to play video games and have fun and get a job that isn't part of an incredibly competitive industry. And that's where I am now. I received a very kind and generous offer of a dank as hell PC, which allowed me to start streaming. And the rest is kind of history, right? Because you're all here now. I've been streaming for a year. I've been working, earning my own monies, and I've worked through a lot of emotions and stuff during this time. And I think I'm better off for it. I've got my own flat now. I have income. I can buy Legos and shit. And it's all good. But it was a rough ride getting here. And I every so often I go and listen to some of my music, and some of it I really like. There's a couple of pieces I'm really proud of, and I thought about using them as the stream intro music. So you might hear a couple pieces soon. If you do hear music on the stream, it will be my own music if it's going to be any music, because I'm not going to copyright claim myself. And you know what? It'd be a barrel of laughs if someone tried to copyright claim me for my music that I wrote. So, yeah. It's been a whole the Rough Riders anthem starts playing. I wrote this. It's been a whole thing. But that's like a very brief history and summation of like my time in the music industry. It was pretty wild. Gigs were a lot of fun. I'll tell you what, if you've ever wanted to perform in a band, and ever wondered if it's worth the blood, sweat, and tears, it's totally worth the blood, sweat, and tears. The bonds that you'll make with people that you perform with and synergize with is incredible. There's nothing quite like it. When I was at university, because I was on music production, which is relatively solitary, people spend a lot of time just alone doing their own thing. Because you can, so people do. I envied the people that were actually in bands, because I missed getting together with people, going to band practice and stuff. It was awesome. It's a very different part of my life that, I mean, I don't really have much to show for it, because the metal band, we didn't really record much, because the recordings I did get were garbage, because it's a loud metal band and the guitarist kept turning his amp up even after sound check because he was half deaf. So it ruined a lot of the recordings, right? But at the same time, like, I still have very fond memories, and while I don't talk to these people much anymore, sorry, I'm building off screen again. It's just like, I have a lot of respect for them. We went through a lot of stuff, so it was fun. It's fun while it lasted. But you do have something to show for it. Look in the mirror. You've got experience, lessons learned, and you know what not to do if you do it again. It's very true, Sally. Very, very true. And yeah, I'm all for a life experience. And you know what? It makes a cool story when you're on stream and people are like, put some of your own music, and people want to hear about, you know, it's a story. And that is fun. And I hope you enjoyed listening to me ramble about some stuff I did that is kind of cool, but also kind of lame. It's a weird thing, right? Because to me, it was so every day, going to band practice every week, and um, you know, it was just part of my routine. But some people never had that opportunity, and to them, it's really cool. It's like, damn, you're in a band? Like, yeah, I was in too, technically. What I do regret, well, I don't regret, because I was different. It was a different point in my life. Was not necessarily standing up for myself as much as I should have at the time. Because, you know, if I'd made a bigger push for some of the things, I mean, maybe we'd still be around today. But instead, I didn't. But I've got a bunch of synthesizers, and at some point in my life, I learned to play the saxophone, which apparently is pretty cool. And I missed a step here. Hang on. I'm just going to slide that in there, because you're not going to get a Helen SD saxophone strem, I promise you. That ain't happening. No matter how much Wizrobe says it's going to happen. It's not going to happen. Because no one seems to know where my saxophone went. That's the other thing. It might not be how you saw it going, but it's a story. Don't give up on music, though. Sounds like such a passion. It was definitely a passion. And maybe I'm ready to kind of look back at it, but it's also so much work and effort, and not that that's a problem. I don't know. It might be something that you start to see in the future. You might get to hear some Helen SD pieces. That might just be a thing. Keep an ear out. Who knows? Momopan has it? I'll DM Momopan. Momopan doesn't think she has it. I'm pretty sure Momopan does have it. But okay, Wizrobe's gonna go find my saxophone, apparently. Can you tell what it is yet? I kind of got sidetracked by story time with Helen. Which has kind of been a thing this week. Saxophone. I tell you what, I used to have a blast. I don't have many fond memories of my saxophone days, because I was an edgy teenager who just wanted to be in a metal band because metal bands are cool. I also wanted a drum kit that I didn't get. I got a saxophone instead. It's not quite the same. That's just like a little tidbit that I like to share, because I think it's kind of funny. I want a drum kit. Get saxophone. Oh, okay. We've got another one. Yeah, Saints Go Marching In. It's a jam. It's a real banging tune. I Want Bongos Get Sad When She Gets a Way Cooler Instrument. Wizrobe. I didn't think it was a cooler instrument because I wanted to be like the arch enemies and the machine supremacies and go beep boop 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 boop. Copyright claim. Okay, roar. Hear me roar. Roar. Well, here we go, gang. Can you tell what it is yet? I think it might still be a land speeder, honestly. If we do it like, whoops. borked it. Helen SD. Ah, jeez. Okay. Okay. It is a land speeder. If you squint hard enough, then it is a land speeder. 2 dinos in one? It's a dragon. Rawr. It's like bagpipes into vuvuzela, into saxophone, into xylophone, into anything else. Rawr. It definitely does speed across the land, though. Let me change camera here. Probably be better. Rawr. So, yeah. I mean, it's really cool, right? It's got a lot of posability. It's got ball joints in the legs and the feet. So, Jamie was definitely right. They guessed it first. So, kudos. Kudos, Jamie. You did it. Rawr. That's pretty cool. It's very posable. So, I don't really know where to go with this now. So, there we go. It's kind of like a snack. You know what? If you pop the limbs off, now it's like a flying snack. Yeah. Snack. Rawr. What's the name of this set? Dragon. It is set Snacktopia 2019. It's really cool. It's a cool set. It's one of these Creator 3-in-1s. So if you search for Creator 3-in-1, if it's something that you want to look at and potentially get. Obviously now I can't make the other 2 things because you know that I have this and it's the same set. But I wrote 2-in-1. It's 3-in-1. It's pretty cool, and I actually really like how it scales up with minifigures as well. I did have it in the background, like climbing over a car and screaming at a person, but it's very small detail up there, so you probably never saw it. And once I started doing Lego streams, I thought it'd be fun to make. Brr. Brr. So, yeah. Legos. So, that's kind of it for stream today. We actually got that done in just under an hour. Cool. Cool. 3-in-1 makes me think of Chinese, and now I was Chinese. Not sure where you're going with that, crunchy pistachios. So we're probably gonna call the stream there. Tomorrow night. Oh, you want a Chinese, right? Right, got you. Chinese takeaway. I'm multitasking and failing. I am going to I'm gonna shamelessly promote the Helen SD Strem Discord server. If you wanna drop by and chat, there we go, chat bot. I will message in the Discord if I'm gonna do a bonus stream tomorrow night. Try it out, see how it does, see how available people are for tuning into that. Because I'd like to have a stream during the week and on the weekend, so we'll see. And other than that, like, I hope you enjoyed story time with Helen. And I'm sure we have plenty more stories to tell in the future. No doubt. So, if you are new here and you enjoyed the stream, please consider giving me a follow. If you're new here and you really enjoyed the stream, or you're old here and you enjoyed the stream, or whatever, you can sub. You don't have to. It's fine. I currently stream... I'm scheduled to stream 3 times a week. I'm kind of streaming 2 times a week. But we're looking at fixing it. Did I miss the rest of Lego and Storytime when working on new internet cables? A crying face. Good thing there's VODs. There sure are VODs. There's a VOD archive on YouTube, linked down below in the info panels, that you can tune in and check up on anything you might have missed. Thanks, Eskiel. Yeah. Yeah, so you can follow, you can sub, you don't have to, it's fine. I'm fine. It's A-okay. If you want to keep up with streams, you can check out the Discord server, you can check out the VODs on YouTube. I am on Twitter. All I do is tweet about the streams. It's really not that interesting. But if you want to follow me on there, go for it. You can. And until next time, Sir Toxic Beetle 69, no, you turned up at the end of the stream. Hey, ahoy there. I'm sorry, I'm signing off now. Oh noes. You missed story time and Legos. But you can always check the VODs. But yeah, until next time. Which should be tomorrow. Should be tomorrow. We'll see. But you did come back. Yes. You'll see me in the next stream. Hell yeah, you will. Because until next time, Helen SD. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. Have a great day.